going on? It's your boy Mills from Mill City Box, home with a high level pro boxing media, the Fighters and Trainers channel, and most importantly, the People's channel. Make sure you hit that like button, double tap that screen. We're about to hit a nice live stream right here. So we got Blair. Blair, how's it going, man? What's new?
No, man, I'm living my best life. Should be having some good news for this fight coming up very soon. Um, and just enjoying how everything is falling together with boxing. Boxing's have some pretty interesting things. So let's get into it.
Let's dive right in. Obviously, we just had some fights from PBC that just passed last weekend. Um, Obviously, the main event with Keith Thurman getting stopped in the sixth round against Sebastian Fondora. I mean, how about we start right there?
Hell, man.
What's your reaction to the fight?
He he did the very best he could, man. I was rooting for him, but man, Fundora is gonna be tough to beat. I mean, he's just completely out of the realms of like realistic. Like wow, he's just so tall, man. Like he's so lanky and long, and it's I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know, but unfortunately, Keith didn't have it to beat him on that night. And wow, well, what do you think? What do you think? How you think that went? Because yeah, it was he got beat by an incredible tall fighter. But hell, I gotta give it up to Keith for giving out a valiant effort. You know,
Right, right. The effort, I mean, imagine telling fighting a guy 6'5". And he's starting to learn how to step back, use a little bit of his range, a little bit, um, long jab, but he has a strong demeanor. I mean, you see, he tends to cut everyone's face up with everyone that he touches.
yeah, yeah,
Seems like he's
bro.
punching.
He's punching a little bit, and he can get off angles that most people couldn't get off. Because of that, just the simple fact is he's just unbelievably like ridiculous. Like I don't know, man. It's like a grown man fighting a toddler. Like it's like a grown man fighting a fourth grader. You know what I'm saying? A short one. Like it's just incredible. And I
Six
don't see,
five middleweight.
and I don't see how this motherfucker's ever going to like beat somebody like
Six
that.
five. I said my bad. Yeah,
I don't believe he's 6'5" either. I think this fool might be taller than that. Like
yeah.
it's just crazy.
Did you see it playing out that way?
Um, Honestly, no. I couldn't really predict. I didn't see it going anyway. I couldn't really predict just because of like just the realms of first of all, you don't know how good Fundora has gotten since. And you don't really know how good Keith gotten since. Keith Thurman tends to pull a rabbit out of the hat every once in a while. He's been known to do that for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he surprised people with quite a few fights.
Even the fight with Pacquiao, after getting knocked down and losing a few rounds, he was able
He
to pick
came
it up.
back hard,
All right.
and honestly, he won. He probably won more rounds than what people gave him credit for. We don't even really know. Like, really, really, I don't know. We probably need to go back and start counting punches and all that other stuff. Cause he might have actually won that round. I mean, won that fight too, even with the knockdown early in the fight. Like, who knows? I just know that Keith Thurman is an incredible fighter, and he's been through quite a bit, and he definitely been through quite a bit in that fight, and he had a very very tough opponent in front of him, a very tough champion for sure. And I wonder what's going to happen with this whole Zayas and Ennis fight, and what happens next. Because you know what's funny? Ain't none of these motherfuckers talking about fighting Fundora though. Like we
Mm.
always like we hear fucking Ennis and the Virgil Ortiz. Like I don't even think Virgil ever won a world champion ever. Like he like I don't know what's going on, but like they do a whole lot of talking and no fucking fighting towards one another. And they ain't nobody talking about Fundora though. It
It's true. It's
smells
true.
real familiar though. I'll
I
tell you
mean,
that.
Xander's been wanting Fundora though. Xander's been calling for Fundora. When Keith got hurt, I mean, he said he would, fight him. I think I remember when Xander was looking for an opponent. He said, he would fight him, and then he fought Erickson Lubin. So
Mm.
Xander's been, wanting all the smoke at 23 years old, and clearly to this day making a big
Respectful.
fight.
Yeah,
Right.
respectfully. Xander Zayas is the truth. And I can't wait to see what happens in that fight. Because
Another kid that's
he
six
ain't just
feet though.
talking. He's not just talking. You know what I mean? Like he's you say 6 feet?
Yeah, they got him labeled at 5'11", but he's taller than that.
He's definitely taller than that. I've been there. I've seen him. He's definitely taller than me. I'm 5'11". That fool is taller than me for sure. And he's big. He's a big kid. I wouldn't be surprised if he was like 6'1". And yeah.
And he
I
can
can't wait to
move.
see that happen.
He
Yeah,
can move.
he's got good movement. He's got good stamina. And he can box a little bit. It's just the whole thing is coming out of Philadelphia, you got a guy that is very dynamic. And if anybody's going to be the fast guy in the ring, it would be him coming from 147. Coming from a
Boots.
smaller division, yeah, Boots is going to be faster. The problem with Boots is that Boots, as good of a boxer that he is, he don't really likes to box. He likes to be close, very very close, and
Walk you
throw a whole
down.
lot of. Yeah, he tends to get a little bit ahead of himself and get too close, and that might not be a good idea against somebody like Zayas. I don't know, but hell, either way, I'm happy to see it happen.
Me too. Me too. Little clip of Zayas working out today.
Mm, okay, what's up with that haircut though? Homie got the Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, got nice feet footwork.
Yeah, but man,
Talk to me. Talk to me.
he
Talk to me.
lost cool points just with the haircut alone. What the fuck?
You ain't fucking with the hair. The
No, man, he is not the real Slim
you,
Shady. Calm down.
you don't like the bald. You don't like the blonde mullet.
The blonde mullet. Where was he going with that?
So what do you
With
think
the
about
black
the?
sides?
Yeah. So tell me, what do you think about the matchup? I mean, Boots never fought somebody like this. Zayas never fought nobody like Boots.
um, I think it's gonna be a good matchup. I'm just hoping that the fans get what they deserve, which is truth. I mean, let's put it like this: they had a whole lot of opportunities. The people moving around with boots, they had a whole lot of opportunities to show if he's the real deal or not by fighting people like me that chase his ass down. Like, well, yeah, yeah, come on. Let's see what happens. Let's go 50-50 right quick.
Hmm.
And get caught with some shit you don't see coming. We need to see what happens when he get hurt. And that was like one of the opportunities that we could have seen that. We could have seen what happens when he actually gets hurt, and is he a true champion? Because I believe he is. I believe that he's a great fighter and just needs that opportunity to prove it. Xander Zayas is a perfect test. And he's a world champion, right?
unified, youngest unified champion.
That's great. And then shortly after that, whoever wins that fight is going to have to see Brandon Adams, and then we'll see what happens.
He got a
I'd love
fight
to see
coming
that.
up. He got to win his next fight.
Yeah, he won his next fight, and then he's in the number one spot. So whoever wins that fight have to see Brandon Adams, and that's a solid fighter too. People don't give him credit, but I mean, I don't know too many people that would survive or even try to survive a contender series. Like that's crazy. You know
Mm.
what I mean? A tournament, a professional boxing tournament. That ain't nothing to play with. Very few people make it out of there alive. And then those people are usually great, like Andre Ward, So I respect it. And yeah. Can't wait to see what happens.
Who do you
Mm.
think wins the fight?
The fans
True,
think
for sure.
in the end, it doesn't matter. The fact that it's happening, the fans win. The fans win because the fans get to see what all this talk is about, all this smoke is about. Is it smoke and mirrors, or is something actually in the smoke? Is it real? Is it smoke and mirrors, or is it fire? We don't know. And they played so many games for so long. You know what I mean? That people get sick and tired of it. You know, they'll wait people out until they get too old and tired of fucking fighting. And they're like, oh yeah, let's get it out of there. Like it's just too much.
Do,
So
do you
Xander
think?
Zayas, I respect for sure though.
Yeah, him. Boots obviously. He had his debut at 54 with Lamas, a guy nobody really knew, but at the end of the day, he was a big guy, and he got rid of him really early, fast. Um, with this guy,
That's
you
not like different to like almost any fight that he's actually fought.
mm,
He's fought 99% of all his fights have been against guys that were already looking for a place to lay on the canvas before they got in the ring. Before they got in the ring. Before he even got hit. And like, okay, oh, right there, right there. Bow, fall down. Like, you know what I mean? Like, please, let's just not make the count. Let's just, we most of Boots' fights has been against guys that like have not even tried to win. I think this is a different case because it's another young athlete that has a lot of experience, a lot of like heart and dedication to the sport as well. Do I think he'll beat him? I don't know. I think Boots is a tremendous fighter, especially coming from Philadelphia, my hometown. Um, but it's gonna be a good show regardless.
you know, and I hear you on that. I mean, uh, and sometimes they get hit, like Stanionis, for instance. He came to win until he got hit with them uppercuts, right?
Hmm.
You know, you seen Karen. Karen came to win, and had success,
Hmm.
in both fights. He had success in both fights. Now, in this fight right here, it seems like he's probably haven't fought a complete boxer this size, and I feel like that's the biggest factor. And I feel like people are, you know, they kind of writing Xander off, but maybe because he's 23 years old, maybe that's what it is. But in the same time, this kid has been
23 years old. I mean, how old is Boots? Boots is not that old. I
no,
wouldn't think.
he's like 27, what, 27, 28,
Yeah, he's
more in his prime,
mm, okay.
right? Because I mean, people compare this to like when uh Fernando Vargas fought Tito Trinidad at 23, and didn't mess up his career type deal, or does it make him better? You know, what do you think in this fight with Xander? Do you feel like it's a 50-50 with Boots?
I feel like, yeah, I feel like it's a good 50-50 fight, whereas though you have two guys that's been moved properly. Well, actually, Zaya's been moved a little bit better. You know, top rank tends to move fighters so well. You know what I mean? Their top elite fighters have been groomed to such a level that it's incredible. And but Boots have been moved very well to be put in this position for one night. And I would love to see what happens on that one night, whereas though you get a 50-50 chance, and this is the equivalent of what you would say like a Tommy Hearns, Ray Leonard when they first fought. They were both in their prime. This wasn't the rematch years later when they're both kind of on their way out at a different weight class. This is a pretty good fight for me. I think this is a pretty good fight for both fighters. And yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Like, do you now? Who do you feel like is the aggressor in this fight? Do you feel like they're both going to be aggressive? It's going to be a war? Do you think it's going to be more of a boxing match? Like you said, Boots. Do you feel like Boots has more in his bag than just walk you down, try to break you down to the body type of deal until get you out of there, or like because that's what he has been able to show.
Boots like, let's put it like this. Boots have a lot in his repertoire. I should know because I'm from the same place. We all have the same moves. Like, you know what I mean? Same abilities. You know what I mean? But the thing is, what is his temperament? His temperament is aggressive. He's over aggressive. That was his the biggest chink in his armor is his aggressiveness, which plays into somebody like me very well. But for somebody like
Zayas is very smart.
Zayas, yes, but like Zayas is not me though. Zayas is not somebody that can hit somebody like out of nowhere with a crazy exchange punch that you couldn't possibly counter. That's unpredictable. He's a good fighter, but he's not that creative. You know what I mean? He's not a I made a punch. Watch this. Like, you know what I mean? That's ludicrous. You know what I mean? That's the wild card. But for somebody like Zayas, Zayas has really good technique, really good ability. And if I was a betting man, I would say that Zayas is going to be the boxer that night. And because eventually, if they're both boxing, I feel like the one that's going to start to become more aggressive and lose their patience is going to be Boots.
Mm.
Like the reason why Boots lose against me is because of his temperament. That's why I know I'll beat him. That's why it was like made clear that, oh yeah, we don't want to fight you because of that. I'm playing off of things that he can't possibly change, no matter how hard you train. But but when it comes to Zayas, Zayas is a very, very special fighter that's really good at technical boxing skills. He can box inside, he can box outside, and
Got a nice
he,
rhythm
he's got a good rhythm. He's a good performer. And I think that this would be
and
a
great
good test for
fundamentals.
Boots.
Very disciplined fundamentals
Yes.
from round 1 to 12. You can't say that with a lot of these other fighters. Even with Boots, Boots has a lot of flashy flairness that the guard comes from here to here, instantly.
Mhm.
As soon as he could see that he could touch you type deal. But I like the fight because the styles. He has that style, and then you got Zayas that's more, you know,
Conventional.
yeah, how your coach would want to teach you how to do it from the beginning to the end. I like it.
Hmm. He's more what's the word? He's more disciplined. He's a much more disciplined fighter. He won't change too much. you know? And sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing. It's a good thing because like he won't crack under pressure. You know what I'm saying? He'll most likely be the same way all the way down to the last second of whatever round he might get stopped in or win, you know? And then you have Boots. He's more of a wild card in the situation, you know? I know for a fact that he'll be a little bit more outgoing. I know for a fact that he's not going to be as um patient to in the fight. He will lose his patience eventually. And what ends up happening when he loses his patience with boxing, he just gets aggressive, you know. And we all know how to beat somebody like Ennis if he becomes overly aggressive. But the problem is, does Zayas have what it takes to box that long haul with that kind of speed and do something that Ennis can't see coming? He has
Mm.
very fast eyes. He can see things within a tenth of a second. You have to be very, very tricky to pull off a punch that you don't see coming, like a AB loose tooth move. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just, but it's going to be very interesting because I think we have yet to see the best in both fighters.
Yeah, yeah. It seems to me that like with Ennis at 54, we want to see if that punching power is still there. Can he hurt those guys with 10-ounce gloves and these guys being bigger than him like that? And if so, how much of a boxer is he? How good of a boxer is he? When it comes down to knowing that the guy in front of you is not going to be there to be hit like a Zayas.
That's when things get very interesting.
Right, right.
There's a play. There's a play that will turn the hands of the fight, you know? And the play is this. If Zayas becomes the mover, and Ennis is obviously going to be the aggressor. If Zayas figures out how to do exchange punches in the midst of it, and it shows any kind of success, Boots is over. He's over. He's going to have to second guess everything he does, and if he forces it, he gets knocked out. Period. But that's not easy to do. You have to be very creative, and you have to have a lot of good movement that's consistently unpredictable. I think Zayas might have that capability, but he has to do some things that I haven't seen him do in a while. I never saw him pull off a really good exchange punch. They're usually counter punches. Pull back, shoot, catch, shoot, slip, shoot. Exchange punches happen when you're actually throwing a punch while they're throwing a punch. And if you're creative enough to just actually like do all of that shit while he's still punching, where like you completely blindside him and send him to Neverland, then like that'll be it. But I don't know if Zayas even has the capabilities. Very few people do, you know, and some of the people that do can only show it in spots. They're not very consistent with it because they're not very creative.
Mm.
You gotta be kind of cartoony to pull some shit off like that.
Now, the winner of Xander and Boots, do you think they could beat Fundora?
I don't know because at the end of the day, the winner's gonna have to fight Brandon Adams, and Brandon Adams is no joke either. Eventually, Brandon Adams probably run through both of them. Who knows?
Really?
Because shit, Brandon ain't no joke. This fool has been through the most. Not like Zordo. Let's put it like this: the only person that like beat him was a prime Charlo, the better Charlo. to which was unbeatable. Canelo couldn't beat that guy. Who the fuck could beat him? At like, he's still undefeated. Isn't he still undefeated? Going through all kinds of mental problems and shit, but he fucking somehow never lose.
Well,
Like if he gets in the ring, he don't lose, huh?
54 Charlo lost to Tony
Yeah, no, not
Harrison
it's not
and
the 54.
Carlos.
It's the other one.
Jamal
Yeah,
at 60. He's at 60.
yeah, that's the one. That's the one. The only one that he lost against was that one. So I don't know. I think that Brandon Adams could shake things up, and then we have this guy Fundora. Bro, I don't want to even move up a weight class because this motherfucker.
Like that, huh?
Like straight up, like motherfucker, like move somewhere else, bro. You're like cruiserweight. You should go to cruiserweight. They need to do him like they did fucking Paul Williams. You know what I'm saying? Yo, at 47, we they just fucking shoot his ass off. Like, man, get the fuck out of here. Like, and eventually you run into fucking short Sergio Martinez.
Mm.
Like, get the fuck out of here. And he's even way worse than fucking Paul Williams. You know, Paul Williams was still realistic. I think he was only like 6'1". This other dude is just ridiculous. Even though, granted, Paul Williams was probably a better fighter, you know, he had unbelievable volume. If ever there was an ass whooping, if Paul Williams was on the other end of your goddamn ring, it's time for you to get an ass whooping,
Yeah, he was
you
nice.
know? Yeah, he was damn good.
Yeah, a lot of people said that Floyd didn't want to fight him.
Floyd was scared as hell to fight him. Of course he would. There was a few fighters that he was scared to fight. There was a prime Miguel Cotto right after the Ricky Hatton fight. Oh, I'm retired. You know what I mean? Miguel Cotto gets slaughtered by Margarito. Oh yeah, I'm staying retired. Like, you know what I mean? Did fucking Shane Mosley come and beat him? Oh, now I'm back out. Let's get it. Like, it's just like, he's the best at what he does.
Um, so now we have Virgil got to be sick, huh? With this news today?
I don't know. Probably.
No?
Probably. I
This
mean,
was
honestly, man,
I
I
guess he
like this.
wanted
I
like
like to
7
see it.
mil. He wanted like 7 mil to fight Boots or some shit.
I don't know. Honestly, I'm just loving the drama. You know what I'm saying? Fuck him. The fuck? Now it's time to see. How about you feel what I feel? Let's see you go through like a good 2 years.
Oh,
Let me see you go
damn.
through a good 2 years without a fight, bro.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Let me see that shit. Let me see you go through a good 3 years, no fight. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, Blair. You hit him like that.
Yeah, fuck that. Like
Coming from you, that
they
shit deep.
protected your ass. They protected your ass from me. Right after the Hooker fight, that was your ass whooping coming. And now, but hell, look, this is what happened. You know what I'm saying?
Blair, you nasty.
And guess what? The promotion is dying because of it.
Mm.
You know what I mean? The promotion is dying because they could have promoted me at my prime, like when that happened, and let the chips fall as they may be. If Ortiz takes a loss, he takes a loss against a good fighter that is highly promotable.
So you've been having a
You know?
ball. You've been having a ball with this back and forth with Oscar and Virgil, and Rick Meridian, the manager of Virgil.
Oh yeah, man. I got some real suspect fucking DMs, but we're not gonna get to that. But it's you know, yes, this is
Suspect
I've been
DMs.
having I've just been pulling up to the computer as if it's a movie theater. Actually, I have a movie theater, but I'll just pull up with my popcorn and just toss it in there. You know what I'm saying? That's what I've been doing.
So you saying that you? I remember because I remember interviewing like 3 years back when you wanted the Virgil fight,
Oh yeah,
and
absolutely.
um, and it's crazy, right? Because you used to always say that Oscar was like, hiding them from you. And now Virgil is not even loyal to Oscar. Nasty
bro.
work.
And it's like, damn, man, I wish I had a motherfucker that was for me. I wish I had a promotion that was for me, bro. Like at
You
that time,
would have
I
been
would
loyal
just
to him? You would have been loyal to Oscar?
hell yeah. Hell yeah. What? You saved me from that motherfucker? And you still promote me like I'm the best fighter in your stable, even though Ryan is? Like, telling people that overflex, you know what I mean? Overinflated the idea of, oh yeah, I sell tickets. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like Oscar De La Hoya did a very, very good job with Virgil and did the best he could. And throughout the negotiations with the Jaron Ennis, I felt like the promotion was doing the very best they could to make that fight happen and be reasonable and realistic so everybody wins. And yeah, and maybe the idea of suing Golden Boy for Virgil, not me, but for Virgil was not a very good idea. Maybe
Mm, I hear
because
you
if
on
I
that.
if I had Golden Boy, like when I was with Golden Boy, if they were like that good and that loyal to me, I would be jumping for joy. You know what I mean? Like let's put it like this: I fought, I don't even know, 5, 6, 7 fights as an actual underdog on my own fucking card. Even some of these motherfuckers wasn't even promoted by Golden Boy. You know what I'm saying? And I was the underdog. I was supposed to lose. I was paid to come and lose. You know what I'm saying? The fuck? I wish I would be taken care of. But we're going to get a really good promotion that's going to be taking care of me very, very soon. And it's going to be very interesting what happens next.
Okay. Okay, yeah. I was seeing a lot of people in the comments that saying that Zufa needs you.
Yeah, but the problem is Zufa. Well, call me Zufa, but the problem is this, man. If you want flair, let flair be flair, man. Like what the hell is this whole? Oh yeah, look, don't worry about your fight outfit. It's gonna be black or white.
They never hit you up, Blair?
I mean, people hit me up about the whole Zufa thing,
Yeah?
but like you guys gonna have to talk numbers because, like, honestly, the only fight that makes sense is Blair Flair versus Connor Ben. Like we don't even know who the like
My
this other
boy wanna
dude.
go for the big boys. I see.
Yeah, like that would be the fight. Shit, and you ain't gotta pay me as much as fucking Connor Ben to do it. Shit,
How much
but
is
guess what?
Regis? How
It'll
much
be
is
yeah.
Regis?
I'm probably more expensive than Regis
Oh, you're more
because
expensive than Regis?
how much did Regis get for this fight? Like how much did he?
I don't know, but he a two-time champion already, and he's touched a few M's already.
Yeah, but the whole thing is Regis is not a fighter at 147. Regis is coming up, and Regis has been on a losing streak for a long time. Regis ain't looked good in a long time.
I mean,
Regis,
he beat
he
Jojo
might,
Diaz.
he might, no.
Hey! Jojo told me he got some work with you the other day for the champ.
JoJo is the man. You know what I mean? But look, Regis, nah. Regis ain't looked good in a long time. You know what I'm saying? And is he qualified to even be a 47 fighter that fights Connor Ben? No. Is it going to be that big of a like exciting fight to a point that people want to see it? No. You know what I mean? They definitely needed somebody like me, and they were talking about calling me about that fight. That'd probably be a good fight to sell for 47, a top fighter, and a highly promotable character to sell Zufa. And all I want is $3 million. That's it. Yes. and boom, we can make it happen. So
Oh,
we'll
so
see.
they approached you.
I've gotten words about it, but they already had somebody else that they wanted to, and they said they were going to come back around it. They need to they need practice for a southpaw, and that practice was the Regis test dummy. So
Mm. How you feel like that fight plays out?
I think that if Connor Ben can make it to the weight class successfully and safely, I think that Connor Ben might just be a little too much for Regis. Unless Regis has something special up his sleeve, some really good fast feet or something, which he's been known to be pretty good sometimes. But it just seems like he's been picking up just a really good paycheck right now. Respectfully though, respectfully to Regis, I think that he's still a great fighter. And even though me personally, I think that's kind of past his time. Um, he's already did more than enough in boxing, and he's made enough money in boxing too. It's okay to retire.
What's your thoughts on Ryan Garcia saying that Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney ducked him, so now he needs to fight Teofimo Lopez?
Who said that?
Ryan Garcia.
Who who ducked him?
He says that Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney ducked him.
No, I don't believe that at all. I don't believe that Devin Haney ducked him. I don't, and I seriously don't believe um
Shakur.
Shakur Stevenson ducked him at all. Those are false allegations to society.
So that
I'm
being said, what do
sorry,
you
but I'm
what
not a huge I love Ryan. We need to fight. Me and Ryan definitely need to fight. That'd be an exciting fight. But on the other hand, no, I don't believe that Devin Haney at some point believed that Ryan got a chance. I'm pretty sure he probably is picking up his brain to realize, you know what, I think I still got a chance to fight him. So I don't think that Devin Haney is scared of Ryan. I think they're trying to definitely make that fight happen. Shakur, I mean, he's not a 47 fighter, and completely unrealistic. And it'd kind of be a disgrace for Shakur to go up. I don't even know how many weight classes
one
just to
more
go
up?
ahead and one more up. Yeah, and still, he's like, well, he's all if he fought he's fighting at 140, he's still way out of the range of his biological makeup. Does that make sense? And but regardless, Shakur is one of the greatest fighters to bless the canvas in a very long time.
Yeah. Good fighter. What do you think about Ryan and Teal though?
I don't know. I I mean, outside of me, yes, I think that's a good fight. I think that's a very good fight. I
Yeah.
love that Tio's kind of took a page out of my book and became more promotable as a character and done things to make himself seen a little bit more and do more things, and it's been paying off for him.
Yeah.
Him and Ryan did it. Took a little bit of page off out of my book. And it's worked out good for him.
Yeah. Who do you think would win that matchup?
When in the matchup, um, I would say Tio.
You think Teal will do good at 47 fighting Ryan?
No, I don't think Tio does good at 47. I think that
But he
Tio
beats Ryan
just
though.
Ryan, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that Tio. Let's put it like this. Devin Haney beat Brian Norman. Brian Norman would beat T.O. If T.O. fought Devin Haney, Devin Haney would probably beat T.O. most likely. Um, Rolly Romero will be a serious problem for T.O. Serious problem. That's because he's more calculative than you think, and he has a very special power, and he's incredibly unorthodox. And he's stupid enough to believe his dumb shit works, and it actually worked because of it. Who else is a champion at 47?
Lewis
Um,
Crocker.
Lewis Crocker. TL beats Lewis Crocker. Lewis Crocker is the weakest champion right now. I will beat the shit out of Lewis Crocker. I can't wait to get that fight. Can't wait to get that fight.
You'll beat the shit out of him.
Oh yeah, that'll be some.
He's that bad
That,
to you?
huh?
Is he that bad to you?
Lewis Crocker is like the girl in school that nobody cracked. You know what I mean? But was really pretty and really easy. Like you got it.
But you never cracked it.
Lewis Crocker is easy work, bro. Like,
Oh,
Lewis Crocker is there because of politics. At all. That's it, man. Like, yeah, we gotta have some Europeans in this. Like, come on. Lewis Crocker.
the chat saying you sounded sus.
It's like they slide fucking Lewis Crocker in there right after Boots had the IBF. That's just the whole matchroom bullshit right there, man.
mm.
You know.
What
They're
you
gonna
think
try
of?
to bounce that around between like Lewis Crocker, Connor Walker, which lost to him twice, and Jack Catterall. They're gonna try to just keep it bouncing around there and keep it in the UK.
Well, that's true. Yeah, because Crocker's gonna be fighting Liam Paro.
Yeah, I have no clue who the fuck Liam Paro is, but sounds good.
Um, yeah,
So
nah, I like it.
anyway, smash that like button for Mill City Boxing
Hit
and
it,
Blair Flair as we get into some fire shit.
hit it, hit it, y'all, hit it. So yeah, I mean, I like it. I like that Tio wants to move up to 47. I mean, shit. I don't know how good he'll do at 47, but I think he just want the names at
Who?
the end of Tio.
Yeah, he's just good. He's just looking for names. He's not really looking to be in the weight class. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I can tell you one thing. Tio is a very exceptional um fighter. He has a lot of ability. He has a lot of ability and creativity. He's liable to beat pretty much anybody. Anybody that has a bad day, he's liable to beat them. I mean, just like me. Like, bro, if you have a bad day, that's twice an ass whooping you have to take. Like, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So, that's how I feel about it.
What do you think about Charlo, man? He came into the fights real rowdy, probably had a couple drinks, and he was talking about even his old friend Spence called him the little fish. Said that anybody could get it.
Um,
Kind of mad that he lost his belts because he hasn't fought for them in a while.
yeah, he's just mad because he's broke right now. He's losing money and like things are getting crazy right now. And
He
like,
didn't he get
people
that Canelo payday?
yeah, he
Payday.
got the Canelo payday and now he's just looking for another payday. Hopefully he used his money properly for his payday because boxing don't last forever, and I hate when like fighters don't like they get these opportunities to have so much money and don't capitalize on making sure that they're financially in a position because at least you got at least you got it. You know, most fighters don't ever make it, bro. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it.
I hear you on that. What do you think about Spence coming back? You seen the video of him working with Rodney Shields?
He just looks very different.
Talk to me. Well, obviously the whole hair, his hair looks completely different. He also weighs a lot more.
His face looked like he was training somewhere in the fucking in the desert with no water and no food. Like this motherfucker, he escaped the grid and fucking fell off the side of the planet and somehow found his way back home. You know what I mean? My man looked like Moses that like got banished for like 20 years and then came back to try to save his people, but was still broken, old, and and somehow figured it out. Like, I don't know. He's definitely like, not looking the same Earl. He need to at least cut his hair or something, you know what I mean? Because I don't know. Hopefully he's good. Hopefully he does very well. Um and and what weight class is he gonna fight at? I mean, he looks pretty big now. He
54.
was
He's
at
gonna fight
47.
Tim Zoo.
Tim Zoo. I say he beats Tim Zoo.
Mm.
Especially if he cuts his hair. You know what I'm saying? If he gets back to the old Spence, yes, I think that he'll beat Tim Zoo.
But with the hair, he won't.
No, no, it'll fall up in his face. I know what it feels like to have hair, you know. But I don't know. I don't know. That's just a joke. But it'll be a good fight to see.
Yeah. So you think he wins by what? By stoppage, or do you think it goes a distance?
I don't think Tim Zoo is gonna make it if Earl Spence gets in there and is doing the same thing he usually do. Um, I don't think Tim Zoo makes it out of that fight alive. It'll be stoppage,
He said
and
he
it
don't.
probably could be worse than the Fundora fight.
Mm. What do you think about
You know what?
Rolly?
That's a good fight. Fundora and Earl Spence. I think that's a better fight for sure.
What than the one that just passed?
Yeah, the styles of both fighters. Fundora, as good as he is, he's still Fundora. His fighters get close to him. You know what I mean? And you can't stop that. And there's only one way to stop all of those crazy punches that you throw, and that is to block. And a very strong blocking fighter that's very good coordinated and that's very aggressive that comes forward as well would be somebody like Earl Spence. Earl Spence style, or like even somebody that's like a little bit more cagey and low to the ground, like a Pitbull Cruz type of guy will probably give Fundora a good run for his money.
Mm. What do you think about Rolly Romero and Devin Haney's fight? Not negotiations look like they're going sour.
Oh shit, that sucks. I wonder why. Damn, I don't know, man. Hopefully that shit happens. Or Blair Flair gets in the mix. You know what I'm saying? Shit, give me that fight then. I'll fight Rolly. Get Rolly Blair Flair. Let's see what happens.
When you feel like you're ready to fight, when would you be ready to fight if you got the call?
Yeah, just all I need is just a 10 month 10 week training camp and I'm ready to
Yeah, I
go.
was about to say 10 month. God
No, 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 no.
damn.
10 week training camp, we good to go. Cause I like to promote as I go through the camps and all that stuff. And I like to actually get people excited about the fight. You know what I mean? I'm the kind of guy that really helps the promotion. You know what I mean? And really want everybody to win in the end.
Yeah. What you think about the heavyweights now? You got a lot of new faces. You got the Wardley cat,
I like
Caballal.
I like this. It's this like this light skinned dude from Europe, from like England or something. That dude's really good, even though he's
Moses
very
Atama.
short. Atama, yeah.
He
Atama is a
fought
very
yesterday.
interesting.
He fought this weekend.
Yeah, I saw it.
He has like a little
He's
afro. He's light skinned.
yeah, little ice, little. He look like the bigger version of me and shit. Yeah,
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, that's funny as hell.
like oh shit, blood, you just gained like 150 pounds, like, you know.
Yeah.
But
Now you like 6'4" now.
yeah, right. But yeah, Moses Atama is a very interesting character. I think he might be a little too short, but I like to see what happens. Where is um Tyson Fury going right now?
He's fighting. He's fighting on that card. He's the main event for
Yeah.
the Conor Ben and Regis. They're the co-main event of his fight.
Of the Netflix fight. Okay. And what
Yeah,
who is he fighting?
I don't know the dude's name. Big dude. I think he got a couple L's though already.
Well,
Um,
it's a shame that the main event got to be something like that. You know, when they need to have Tyson Fury fighting somebody like Moses Atama. I like to see that. You know, that'd be a good fight. Put these young guys in there. You know what I mean? In there with the Lions. See who survives. So I'm guessing that's 21-2 with
yeah,
19 knockouts, and he been stopped
36, 36 years old. He's been
uh,
stopped 2 times.
2 times. Okay. I
He
don't
got
like that.
stopped
I
by
don't
he
like the
got stopped
idea.
by the Caballel guy.
Yeah.
He's
I don't like the idea of like Tyson Fury fighting a Netflix main event with such a fighter.
mm, yeah.
I, I mean, I would even rather him fight fucking Deontay Wilder again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Anybody but
He's
like
fighting next
somebody like
week.
that.
Wilder's fighting Jazora next week.
Yeah, I'm not even interested because I ain't seen Deontay Wilder look good in a long time.
Yeah.
You know, unfortunately, but he's still a great fighter. I
But you
just
think he
haven't
gets
seen him.
smoked? You think he gets smoked by Jazora?
I don't know. He ain't looked good in a long time. In a long time, man.
You ain't
And like
lying.
it, and it might be kind of over for him. You know.
Yeah.
Whereas though he's just trying to hurry up and make as much money as possible. You know what I mean? And that's okay. But I really loved the Deontay Wilder that was all about it. You know what I mean? I miss that guy. But I don't want like what he is now to be constantly just hanging around and taking money from boxing because these type of things is hurting boxing.
Mm, yeah. Yeah. You think he beats Jazora?
I don't know. Hopefully. I don't even know who that guy is. He's fighting
Derek
a no
Jazora?
name. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I would rather him fight somebody like Michael Hunter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Michael Hunter is an Olympian that fought in the Olympics with him. You know, I
Mm-hmm.
like to see that. Like see another American fighter get up there, you know what I mean, and get their shot. You know what I mean, for glory.
Shout out to Shout out to Greg Hackett on the live.
Ain't nobody better than Greg Hackett. Period.
He fought this week as well.
Oh yeah, damn, I missed it. Who did he fight?
Some white boy there. He has mad tats. I was watching it on YSM. His fight.
How'd it go?
Um,
How'd it go?
he took a L. He took a L. He feels like he had a draw. I just watched the first round of it. Um, but yeah, the guy has some form. You could tell he boxed for a little bit too. He had some decent movement. For what I seen early, but yeah, and then you got Benavidez, May 2nd. You're gonna be fighting your boy Zordo.
Oh yeah, I love that. Now that's something worth looking into. I like that fight. I that's it. That's the one. That's the one to be excited about. Yeah,
Not Zayas and Boots.
but that's gonna be a while, right?
Yeah, I
And when
mean
is that? Like
June, June 27th.
June? Yeah. I'm excited about that too. Yep.
Yeah, I think that one's good. Who do you think? You think David Benavidez he stops Zordo?
David Benavidez. Stop Zordo. I think anything's possible. David Benavidez is a phenom. And Zordo, I've seen him in the gym too, and he's a solid dude. I've seen both of them in the gym. You know what I mean? When I was in Wild Card, both of these characters pulled up. You know what I'm saying? And they pulled up with vengeance. I was happy I'm not in that weight class, motherfucker. What? Like, I think I saw them both spar each other. Like it was crazy. Like, you know what I mean? But it was wild as fuck, man. I already had my weight. I had way more fighters in my weight class, anyways. I had enough fucking bullshit to deal with. Like,
That's funny. So yeah, nah. A lot of people like David Benavidez in the fight. Zordo, he tends to like his off season. He tends to gain a lot of weight. Kind of like I don't know if he loves boxing like that. What do you think?
um, I
He a
just
heavy
I think
dude.
it's just discipline. They just need to be a little bit more disciplined. But then again, like how often is Zordo fighting? You know? If he's not fighting consistently, sometimes it'd be like that. You know what I mean? I feel like I gotten pretty heavy, but I'm probably not as heavy as somebody like Zordo. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm still like in the range. Like, okay, I can a good solid camp, I win him. Easy. And then I'm fucking eating chips in front of people's faces and drinking water at the weigh-in before the scale. But yeah. I don't know. It's a hopefully it works out. My thing is that some of these guys don't even be trying to make weight. And that's my problem.
Mm.
I don't like that.
You don't like that?
Nah, I don't like that. If you're a professional fighter, be a professional fighter and make weight.
Yo, remember when Zordo did that to Gabe Rosado? It was like crazy. He's just like 10 pounds overweight or some shit. Or
Yeah, what the fuck is that about? Come on, man. Like, homie gotta be a underdog anyways, and then you gotta fucking have like 10 pounds over him. Like, motherfucker, did you even try to make weight? That was how it was with the fucking the Maurice Hooker fight. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm already the underdog in my own goddamn promotion. You know what I'm saying? Can you at least make weight? This motherfucker was 10 pounds over. I'm like, what the fuck is this about? I'm like, look, man, I don't care as long as I get to wear 8-ounce gloves. I don't care if he wears them. I don't care. I made my weight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm, I'm in the crowd booing him and throwing chips in his face. You know.
that's crazy. Yeah, you see, it's cool to see Top Rank now on the zone, huh?
It's gonna be interesting, but I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it just yet, honestly. I mean, I get it. Like, the zone is probably one of the only platforms right now outside of Netflix, and
The
Netflix only do
global
the
home
best.
of boxing.
Is that what they said they are?
That's what they call it. That's their slogan.
Psh, wow. Wow. Yeah, that's big.
Shit, I
They
mean,
need to get some goddamn competition. We need to see Peacock pull up or something. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Then we need some. HBO Plus. Where the fuck HBO at? Come on, come back, you guys. Like, what the hell? HBO Plus or something. I
They're
mean, because
playing
boxing,
around these
boxing ain't
promoters.
over. Boxing is not over, and shit, we're making a big hit. So yeah, that's my thought on it.
I hear you on that, man. Yo, so you saying that you're gonna get some news soon?
Yes, we're gonna get some news soon. You know, what do you fight at Zuffa, and how many fights did you
Oh, you gotta
fight
say it. You gotta
for?
say shout out to No Cable TV. Thank you for
Shout
the
out to
five
No
P's.
Cable. Yeah, for real. Shout out to No Cable TV. Go ahead. You can ask the question and I'm gonna
Okay,
answer.
shout out to your boy No Cable TV. Thank you for the five P's. Would you fight at Zuffa, and how many fights did you fight for with Don King? You should be more active, especially with that win over AB.
Absolutely. I cashed out a very good check for AB, but the thing was, when it came to the AB situation, Don King did not know what to do because they didn't expect me to win. And then like they had an issue with working with what's that guy name? Turkey Al Sheik, and that was not good. Like, why would you say, "Oh yeah, I don't want to work with Turkey Al Sheik" when he and that was my opportunity to fight Ryan Garcia because I was the only one that was doing good at that time. That would be a promotable fight, and that would be my win. But Don couldn't get that shit done, so I'm back to the drawing board, and I had to separate myself from Don King completely because he just like all of his fighters are completely inactive. He haven't had a fight since my fight, and yeah, that was a huge win against Adrian Broner, and very few fighters ever have a win over a four weight class, four division world champion, Hall of Fame fighter, and was an actual underdog and won. Very few people can come out of like a 2 year retirement damn near and then win that type of fight. And it's a shame that Don King wasn't able to continue that because goddamn, it was trending everywhere. Loose tooth and everything, that tooth fairy move, all that shit.
It would have been bigger if it was another promoter
Yeah.
that did it.
But even when it wasn't, it was still like the highest and hottest trending topic for like 8 months straight.
Yeah,
So, you know,
you brought a puppet.
the whole shebang, puppet, the
The
whole
fucking
bullshit.
tooth on the ground. The shit was crazy.
Yeah.
And the way they had like the media workout, you guys were both like in the same gym
Oh yeah, I
working at.
crashed his I crashed his media workout, brung the puppet. The champ is here. And I started doing the most shit.
Wow, and yeah, we need that. We need that shit back. We need that.
Yeah, that's huge. Oh, somebody said we need to see Blair versus Norman, Barrios, or Crocker. Yes, we do. Though like every single one of those fights, Blair wins in horribly fucking just the most wicked fashion. Norman just gets completely put out there, man. Like, and then fucking Barrios, he don't have a chance in hell. He was the weakest champion I ever seen in my life.
Mm.
And Crocker, yeah, he's dead meat.
You didn't like that win that Ryan has over Barrios?
Not really.
Nah.
No, I mean he did a good job, but not really. It wasn't that great. You know what I mean? He fought against like a very, very weak champion that wasn't even looking good against a 50-year-old Manny Pacquiao. He wasn't looking good. Man, it seemed like the like almost every fight since he's been champion has been like nearly near draws or just literally a draw. He's just barely been able to just hold his belts, and they were against very weak fighters. Fighters that he was supposed to get rid of.
Mm.
And in fighting Ryan Garcia. Of course, Ryan Garcia gets a goddamn title shot after losing to Rolly Romero. You know what I mean? The WBC, they need to, not let that type of stuff happen again. I'm just gonna say it like that. That was kind of wicked, wicked
Little
business.
little wicked, little nasty work.
Yeah,
No
and that
cable
was
TV. The first fighter to bring out the Tooth Fairy.
for real. So I would like to see that. You
I
know.
love it, man. So you thinking on a date that you feel like they're gonna have you perform?
Yeah, well, we're working on it. We're working on it, and something big's gonna be happening very, very soon. And that's why, like, I kind of just been quiet. I've been training, but I don't even show it. I'm kind of just trying to just be quiet about it right now. And this is a very rare time for me to just be just not saying shit. But in the midst of it, I'm taking care of myself. You know what I mean? I'm going through a breakup and all this other shit. You know what I mean? And getting my finances together and getting prepared for another big signing. I got a few contracts on the table, so it's not really just one contract deal. It's like a couple of them that I'm actually looking at. You know what I mean? Before I take a actual real signing to a promotion and sign for a fight and things like that. But I can't wait to be back. I can't wait to show up and show out and give the fans everything that they deserve. And you know what? Those fights would be pretty good. He said Lewis Crocker, Brian Norman. Yeah, it was a bunch of good fights. Please DM me those names. I could use that in the hit list. I mean, use
You
that
got
in the
the
hit
hit
list.
list.
Yeah, I could use that in the hit list right quick. Go ahead and just fast track me straight to the top. I don't got time. Like, you know what I'm saying? I need like a good fucking tune up just to get acclimated and then go straight to the top. Right now, I'm the best fighter in the 147 division. Like
Oh,
the only thing that comes close is Devin Haney. That's it.
oh yeah.
And Devin Haney, but then again, I know how to fight Devin Haney. He'd be smart to leave me alone. He'd be smart to hurry up and try to get all of those belts and vacate them the moment I get up there. So that's it for that.
I
And Devin
think
Haney is a
you
very good
you
fighter,
you,
but that's
you
it.
don't think you and Rolly will be a big fight?
Yes, it'll be a great fight. But will I win? Yes. Will I easily defeat Ryan? Yes. Will I easily defeat Crocker? Yes. Will I defeat Devin Haney? Yes. Will I beat Brian Norman? Yes. Like there's a lot of yeses in these scenarios, and so yeah, like I just want to make this shit happen. And it looked like we're gonna be making a lot of things happen this year. So stay tuned to the new ass whooping from Blair to Flair, the most exciting man in boxing. You can check out me all the time on Mill City Boxing. Stay tuned.
My God, appreciate you, my guy.
The most exciting man in boxing. You can check me out on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at Blair Flair. And for more exciting content, official BlairFlair.com. Woo!
In the
I'm out,
building.
baby.
Stay blessed, brother. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'm about to go to bed. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you for the the donations. You guys could be anywhere, but you've been rocking with me, so I really appreciate you guys. We'll be back tomorrow morning with another one. Salute, God bless, and on to the next. Make sure you become a member of the channel and support the channel on another level. Also, you can see all the videos on the live. Just press live on the YouTube channel, and you guys could be able to get all the content and see it right away, and not being, you don't need to wait for it to be posted day by day. But once again, really appreciate you guys and girls. But I'm out of here. Stay blessed.